All right, Slovakia. Just had to, you know, free up some storage. Little girl waking up. But this is just continuing on 2 Samuel, 11 and 26. And this is also reflect on just what I dealt with in when I was in the world. It also reflects in this. So let me read it. This is 2 Samuel chapter 11, verse 26. It says, and when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband. Now, in the world, not necessarily that the woman that I was dealing with, because she had an ex at the time, he didn't die or anything, but she found out that her ex had a boyfriend, and she was crying, she was sad, and that lets you know, like, yo, man, you really can't deal with these women because their emotions will show you the truth, right? You can be the top dog, and this dude can be like the bottom of the barrel, and she'll still cry more for him. But regardless, the real point is what the Most High will think of it once you're committing adultery and you're doing all these things that you're doing with someone that doesn't belong to you. All right, so verse 27, it reads, and when the morning was past, David sent to fetch her to the house, and she became his wife and bare him a son. But the things that David had done displeased the Lord. Let me read that again. Verse 27, it says, and when the morning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife, and bare him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord. All right. So, Lord, like David was like, yo, all right, she done. Bring Bathsheba over here. Had a kid laid with her, pregnant. And, the Lord like, oh, because the Lord sees everything. The Lord's like, oh, you did this? She had a man already. You got him killed. Now you have a son with this lady? All right. And this how your father will be? Oh, your father will be like, oh, no, dog. Oh, no, son. You really pissed me off. And like I said, what does the scripture say? So let me grab into the Apocrypha real quick. This is Sirach 23. Sirach, yeah. So I gotta get a new Apocrypha. It reads, and actually, let me see. Let me go up. Let me read this, verse 17, Sirach 23 and 18. It says, and a man that break wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Now, this is going with an adulterous man. You might feel like you ain't doing anything that nobody can see. Like I said, when you get into like the Diddy aspect, you might think that, yeah, you ain't got no cameras, you ain't got no security guards, but the Lord is going to expose you eventually. Okay? But here's the point. And it says, 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knowing that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Behold, all the ways of men, and considering the most secret place. All right, so there's no hiding from the Lord, man. So that's another thing. Like, you got to be 100% in this truth and to not offend. The scriptures say, man, and we say offend less. Offend less. We ain't going to be perfect, but do your best to be righteous, man. Because the Lord's angels is looking at you and he's reporting it back to the Most High. So on and so forth. Right? And like what the scriptures say in 2 Samuel 11 and 27, it said it displeased the Lord what David did. And David was, the Lord was rocking with David. Okay, so look at us. But nevertheless, Lord willing, I hope this video is edifying. And again, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to do to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, see the truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace, salutation to hope, elect. I want to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.